Hey everyone, in the last video we talked about the SaaS apocalypse. The seat-based model is getting squeezed. AI agents are becoming the new user interface. And suddenly, the software you thought was untouchable looks negotiable. But here's the twist. This is not the end of software. It's a migration, a multi-billion-dollar business model migration. In this video, I'm showing you the 3 business models that actually win in the agent era. Not who adds a chatbot, not who says AI the loudest. I mean, who gets paid when humans stop clicking. Stay to the end, because the 3rd model is the one most people ignore, but it might be the most defensible money in enterprise tech. If you like tech breakdowns that explain what's actually happening behind the headlines, tap like and subscribe. Alright, let's go. And a quick disclaimer. This is not financial advice. This is a business breakdown. So why is the sky falling? Bloomberg literally quoted a trader calling it the SaaSpocalypse. The vibe on trading desks is basically, get me out. But that phrase tells you something real. People are repricing the entire industry around one question. What happens when the main user of software isn't a human? Because if the user becomes an agent, then charging per human seat feels like charging for the steering wheel in a world that is switching to self-driving. So, this video is about the survivors, the winners. Let's break down model number 1, the agent meter. The core idea is simple. If seats are shrinking, don't fight it. Monetize what replaces the seats. And what replaces seats is work. Instead of asking how many humans logged in, the new question is, how much work did the agent actually do? If your revenue is tied to humans clicking, you are volunteering to get compressed. Salesforce recently moved to pricing its AI agent usage at roughly 10 cents per action. Not per chat, not per month, per action. They did this because it solves the seat compression problem. If one agent does the work of 10 sales reps, the business doesn't want to pay for 10 seats anymore, but they absolutely still want the output. So Salesforce is saying, fine, don't buy 10 seats, buy the work. Microsoft is doing the exact same thing with what they call co-pilot credits. A simple data lookup costs one amount, a generative summary costs another. An agent actually performing an action costs even more. Software is becoming a utility, like electricity. It's a metered system. Why does this model win? First, ROI alignment. Procurement departments love this. The CFO can look at the bill and say, show me exactly what work I paid for. It's transparent. Second, it scales with automation. In the old world, to make more money, you needed to sell to more humans. In the agent era, you just need to enable more automated workflows. More work equals more revenue. Third, it's about compute survival. Agents are expensive. They burn through processing power. Metering lets vendors pass that cost onto the customer without blowing up the entire contract. But there's a big catch, and that catch is trust. If a CFO gets one surprise invoice for $1 million because an agent went rogue, they don't say interesting. They say, turn it off. Never again. To win the meter game, you need guardrails and predictability. Customers need to know what they're spending. Keep that thought in mind, because governance becomes the whole game in our 3rd model. Now, let's talk about model number 2. This is the power move, the control tower, the orchestration layer. If model 1 is about selling the work, model 2 is about managing all the workers. Think about it. In a few years, a typical company won't have one AI agent. They'll have hundreds. An agent for sales, one for marketing, one for HR, another for finance. Some will be from big players like Microsoft, some from startups, and some built in-house. It's going to be chaos. And in chaos, there's an opportunity to sell order. The control tower company doesn't build the agents themselves. Instead, they provide the platform that connects them all, manages their permissions, and makes them work together. They are the digital middle manager for an army of AI. Their pitch to the CIO isn't, "Our agent is smarter." It's, "We make all your other agents work without setting the building on fire." Imagine you want a simple task done, like generating a quarterly sales report and emailing it to the leadership team. That might involve an agent from Salesforce pulling the data, an agent from OpenAI summarizing it, and an agent from Microsoft 365 formatting and sending the email. The orchestration layer is the platform that choreographs that entire dance. It handles the handoffs, the authentication, the error logging. Why is this so powerful? Because it becomes the system of record for automation itself. Once a company builds all its critical cross-functional workflows on your platform, ripping you out is like trying to change the foundation of a skyscraper while it's still standing. It's incredibly sticky. Companies like Workato or Celonis are playing in this space, moving from process mining and integration to full-blown AI orchestration. The winner here isn't the best individual agent, it's the platform that can reliably and securely manage a diverse fleet of them. They sell security, compliance, and sanity to IT leaders who are terrified of a world with thousands of autonomous agents running around with access to sensitive company data. They become the central nervous system of the automated enterprise. But there's a risk for this model too. The big cloud players, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, they all want to be the default orchestrator. They have the existing customer relationships and the underlying infrastructure. So, for a startup to win here, they need to be hyper-focused on neutrality and being the Switzerland of AI, connecting everything no matter who built it. Okay, we've covered metering the work and orchestrating the workers. That brings us to model number 3. This is the one most people are sleeping on, but it could be the most valuable of all. I call it the governance guardian. Let's go back to that CFO who got the surprise $1 million AI bill. What's their real fear? It's not just the cost, it's the lack of control. It's the black box problem. What did the agent do? What data did it access? Did it comply with GDPR? Did it accidentally email a customer's private data to a competitor? These aren't tech problems. They're billion-dollar legal and reputational risks. The governance guardian sells one thing: certified, auditable trust in an automated world. They don't sell the AI or the workflow. They sell the proof that the AI and the workflow behaved correctly. They are the auditors, the compliance officers, and the insurance policy for the entire agent economy. Think of it like this. When you use your credit card, you don't just trust the store. You trust the entire Visa or MasterCard network behind it that handles fraud detection, disputes, and security. The governance guardian is that layer for enterprise AI. Their software sits in the background, logging every single action an agent takes, every piece of data it touches, every decision it makes. They create an immutable, time-stamped audit trail. When the regulators come knocking and ask, "Show us that your AI isn't biased in its hiring recommendations," you don't panic. You just export a report from your governance platform. When a customer claims their data was misused, you can prove exactly what happened. This isn't a nice to have. In regulated industries like finance, healthcare, and government, this is a non-negotiable requirement. Why is this model so defensible? Because its value isn't based on having the smartest AI. It's based on trust, which is built over years. It's a specialized, deep domain problem that the big, general-purpose platforms often handle poorly. Companies that can nail this become deeply embedded in a company's risk and compliance infrastructure, which is even stickier than its IT infrastructure. They aren't just a vendor, they're a partner in staying out of jail. The winning move here is to become the industry standard for AI compliance, to get to a point where auditors don't just accept your reports, they expect them. This is a quiet, less glamorous business than building flashy AI demos, but it's a model that gets stronger as the world gets more chaotic and more regulated. So, let's recap the 3 winning models for the agent era. 1. The agent meter, where you stop selling seats and start selling the work itself, tying your revenue directly to automation. 2. The control tower, where you manage the chaos by becoming the orchestration platform for a company's entire fleet of agents. And 3. The governance guardian, where you sell the most valuable commodity of all, trust, by providing the audit and compliance layer for the entire automated enterprise. The SaaS apocalypse isn't an extinction event. It's a changing of the guard. The companies that will thrive are the ones who understand that when the user is no longer human, the way you make money has to change too. They're not just adding AI, they're building their entire business around the new realities of an automated world. What do you think? Are there other models that will win? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you got value out of this breakdown, a like and subscribe would be amazing. It helps us reach more people who care about strategy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.